I just got back from what would be, I think, my fifth, maybe sixth. I'm pretty sure my fifth time out trying to hunt squirrel. Mind you, I am new to owning any kind of firearms, never owned anything. Once before, several years back, I had fired off a couple of handguns at the shooting range. This is all very new to me. Back in November, I decided I wanted to go hunting for the very first time. It's something I had thought about and wasn't exactly sure how about approaching. On my wife's side of the family, there's someone who hunts, reached out to them. We went squirrel hunting. I really enjoyed it, so I decided I'm going to go out and buy a shotgun, and I'm going to try to start hunting. Now, fast forward to January, that was back in November, around Thanksgiving time, and I have gone out a handful of times. I purchased my shotgun, I believe it was literally like the day after New Year's, I think, or Christmas, one of the two. So I haven't had it that long. It took me a week before I could even get out to the range and learn how to shoot my shotgun. I didn't know how to put a cartridge in the chamber. I didn't know how to do anything. I don't even know if I'm using the right words still. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I've been reading blogs and so on and so forth. So I own a 12 gauge shotgun. I purchased one of the most popular shotguns on the market, a Mossberg 500, and it was a security and field combination. I am using the 28-inch barrel, which has an AccuChoke built in. I'm not really sure, but that's what the barrel says. And the area I'm going out to is called Spring Valley Wildlife, and there's a lot of brush there, so I'm using 6-shot, but I've yet to see enough squirrels to have enough opportunities to really try to take one down. So I'm not sure if 6-shot is going to be too much coming out of a 12 gauge, or if I should be using 7.5. That seems to be pretty popular from what I've read, but I don't know for myself. So again, I've probably been out 4 or 5 times, and I've maybe seen like 8 squirrel. Today I didn't see anything. It's been raining. When I got out there, it started with a little bit heavier rain. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I Googled it before I even left this morning, and from what I read, rain should be helpful. So I'm hunting on public lands. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I thought squirrel would be pretty easy and pretty abundant. But I went out one time and I think I saw literally 3 squirrels. Most of them were pretty far out. Like one was like on a ridge and I could see its tail over the ridge, and then I lost it. I'm trying not to be mobile when I pick a spot, trying to be quiet. I don't know if I should be pursuing them, and maybe that's where I'm struggling, but I've been out 5 times and I fired my shotgun twice. So a little frustrating that I don't feel like I'm getting the opportunity to try to shoot a squirrel. I would be a lot less frustrated if I was seeing squirrel and I was shooting and I just wasn't hitting them. That may sound a little strange, but at least there would be some more action. Hasn't been a whole lot of action. Now we're also the end of January, or not the end of January, the end of kind of getting into the tail end of winter here, and maybe we're in the middle of winter. I don't know when months and anyway, seasons. But I've read that maybe this could be a more difficult time of the year to try to get squirrel. I'm not really sure. So hopefully I still have audio. I just got a text. But I'm going to start documenting my efforts as a beginner hunter so that anybody else who's trying to get into it, I'm 37 years old, or 36 years old. I'll be 37 in like 3 days. Anyone who's trying to get into it, I don't know. I'm going to go over the stuff that nobody talks about. Like, a lot of these videos talk about like chokes and all this stuff, but no one really breaks it down, I don't think, from like a beginner perspective. So as I'm coming across things that I don't really understand, that I find burdensome to get answers to, I'm going to try to document that and share it with anyone else who is also trying to get into hunting. One thing I've learned so far is that there are going to be so many people telling you you're doing it wrong. And that's after you've already talked to people and they're telling you like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I can't tell you how many people have already told me, no, you can't go hunting with a shotgun. You're going to blow the squirrels away. And I remember I literally bought the shotgun and talked to the guy at the armory, and he knew exactly what it was I was doing. And I'm pretty sure he's right. I've seen YouTube videos of people hunting with a 12 gauge. I've read forums. That's how I know I'm using 6-shot. That might be a little bit much, but with all the brush in the woods where I'm going, I think, I don't know yet, I think that may be appropriate to use. But if not, I will do 7.5 shot, and see where that gets me. When I went the first time, family friend, we were using shotguns. I know they hunt squirrel often. So anyone who's like, oh, you have to use a 22, you have to do this. Okay. Maybe to be a really good marksman, sure, whatever. But I just want to eat these things. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm trying to shoot a squirrel. And I know you can do that because the person who kind of got me into this, that's how they do it. And you can just YouTube it and watch people go hunting with 12 gauges. I was using a 20 gauge the first time out. I'm probably going to get my son is taking an interest. I'm probably, once he goes through the safety courses and all that crap, going to get him a 20 gauge. I'd get him a 410, but damn, I've seen the prices of that ammo, and ammo's already like expensive. So yeah, he's just going to have to learn how to use a 20 gauge. But I'm going to document the process. Feel free to comment with any tips. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you're also new to hunting or whatever, or just want to see what my journey's like, subscribe. And yeah, just let me know in the comments if you think I'm being a moron from time to time, because that would be good to know, Now, I may not listen to you because, like I said, there's people out there who don't think you can hunt squirrel with a 12 gauge, and that's totally fine. But that's how I'm going to do it, and that's how I want to do it. And once I get squirrel down, I want to expand out to I don't even know what. But we'll see. We'll see. Have a good one.